Hi there, karibu tukuze matunda. Today we are in Kirinyaga County. Kirinyaga County is one of the counties in, the former bigger central province. And Kirinyaga County is one of the most productive counties in this country. And I'm visiting a farmer who decided to venture in agribusiness, and he was interested in doing tree tomatoes. And when he came to me, we've been having conversations, and one of the things that I usually do is that I ensure that I visit the farm once in a while to just see if you're on the right track. So in my previous videos I've said that tree tomato behaves differently in different regions. And here, this is a coffee bush. That's a coffee farm that is slowly being established. They're still small in size. And that means, and if you look in the background, they'll also see bananas. And I've said, and also cassava. This is cassava here. You see, it's cassava, right? And why I'm raising this is that tree tomato behave differently in different regions. So these seedlings were planted on 27th of March of 2021. And you can see the speed at which they have grown. They are barely 3 months, right? 3 months, 10 days old. And call it 3.5 months. And believe it or not, some have already started showing signs of flowering, right? I think the one that I'm showing you here, you can see one characteristic is they have very broad leaves because they tend to grow very rapidly. This place is relatively warmer. Those who are in Nairobi can agree with me that whoever was given the tender to supply cold in Nairobi is doing a wonderful job. It's very chilly there. Here, I've had to put my very warm jacket. So this seedling, for example, at 3.5 months, it's already 1 meter tall, right? Just to show you how rapidly these things grow. And you can see, of course, they are of different sizes. And I can tell you in a month's time, we'll have a lot of flowering taking place, which is very normal. My point here is that if you happen to grow tree tomato in relatively warmer place, I don't know the altitude here. This is the altitude or the altitude, that one of measuring the height above sea level. I think maybe the last time I've had the altitude 34,000, it's when, up there. So I'm not sure. It's altitude, yeah? So fruits grown in high altitude place it tends to take longer to mature, and they also have a longer lifespan. These trees tend to mature very fast in these relatively warmer zones like Kirinyaga, and I told you the crops to watch for. Here is a macadamia tree there. Here is an avocado. Here are bananas. I showed you cassava. I showed you coffee, and there are arrowroots here. In our place called Tumaini, there is no way at 3 months stage we can have this kind of we can achieve this size, right? There is no way, because the baridi there, or the cold, is quite, it's quite, it takes toll on these trees. And the warmer the place, the faster the trees mature. And they also disappear faster. Yeah, the lifespan here is shorter. Quickly they came, quickly they disappear. So Nyandarua, we may do even 3 or 4 years of of harvesting. Here I can tell you by end of year 2, the trees are exhausted, right? Because they tend to mature faster. These seedlings, this is the Rodama cultivar. Characteristics of Rodama is that it tends to give big sized fruits. The seedlings were supplied by Plantech Naivasha. Plantech Kenya Limited, they're based in Naivasha. It's a nursery that propagates all sorts of seedlings, from tree tomato, all sorts of vegetables, cut flowers, name it. They are professionals who do that job. I supplied the seeds, so I know the mother trees that we had gotten these trees from. So the characteristics of the Rodama cultivar is that they have big sized fruits, red in size, and basically that is to respond to the market needs. Yeah, at the end of the day, we are growing these fruits so that we can sell them. You have to listen to the voices of the market. This is what the market demands. So as you choose the cultivar that you want to grow, or the variety as commonly known, remember to talk to those people in the market so that I can tell you what they're looking for. So at 3 months, you can already see the size of the fruits. They are due for another round of top dressing, of course with well decomposed manure. Just a bit of worms here and there, very normal, but nothing to worry about. So we are glad and to see this project taking off, and walking to an orchard that you've been part and parcel of the journey. I think feels good when you see these trees doing great. So thank you so much. I hope one day I'll be back here and I'll share an update, maybe when the fruits start producing fruits for you to see. Because there's also something that you need to note about when you grow tree tomato in relatively warmer zones. At times they struggle to attain the very red, deep red color, especially when the sunlight is very hot. So I'll be back to just show you the difference in terms of fruit quality. But the fruits also tend to be very sweet if grown in this region, compared to fruits that are grown in relatively colder zones. So thank you so much. Should you want to find out or to walk the journey with Plantech are based in Naivasha. Flower Business Park, if you Google Plantech, then you should be able to see. It takes 60 days for them to prepare seedlings. They don't have ready seedlings, so you make an order, they prepare fresh seedlings, and that's what we advocate for. Seedlings that you can account for. Yes, so thank you so much, and hope to see you in the next video. Remember to share and subscribe and leave us a comment. Bye.